Welcome to the Calyrex Game Corner's Pokemon D&D campaign, featuring Cindy, a young vagabond from the Hoenn region with pyromaniac tendencies, Gimli, a stocky, burly miner from Sinnoh looking for his lost son, Elodie, an enthusiastic foodie and baker from Kalos, and Schmidt, an enigmatic man from Johto with a duck. My name is Rich, and I'm the Game Master, and this is Dunsparce and Drampa. At this moment, Schmidt is entering the Pokemon gym. You do not know that, but that is what's happening. As the rest of you jump into the portal, Cindy unconscious currently, you immediately slam into concrete, and it is fully dark. I would like you all to roll a d6 really quick. Except for Cindy.
Oh, neat.
2.
Okay.
I also got a 2.
Neat.
That is the damage that you took from falling, because you jumped off a bridge and hit concrete. I think that's fair.
Cool.
You are in a pretty dang dark space. To your left, it's like a square room. To your left, there's a slight crack, as if there's like a double doorway. And there are cube objects kind of scattered across the place. It's pretty cold. It's weird. How do I describe it? It's kind of noisy, but it doesn't really sound like a mechanical type of noise. But just like on the other side of the wall, you can tell that there's sounds, but you can't necessarily make out what the sounds are at this moment. As you land, Bean starts to squirm a little bit inside of Gimli's overalls. He's a little worked up. And you hear the sound of a hard hat clinking on the concrete. What do you do?
I'm Junior.
Mon Junior? Are you there?
Do you reach out for him? Call for him?
I do, yeah.
It is just the hard hat.
Oh.
Oh no. Is the person like still there? I guess it's dark.
It's pretty dark.
We don't know.
You could see. You could make a look.
Yes. Okay. Make a what check?
Just a perception. I will apply the darkness to it, so you don't have to do any negatives or anything.
Well, I rolled a 5, so.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty dark. There's a little slit of light. You can see one of the boxes is brown colored, and to your knowledge, there's no other people in this room besides you. Bean is just kind of writhing. He's going meh, 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 making little baby sounds.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Is everything okay? What's wrong?
He's just squirming around. It kind of just looks like being a classic baby, probably.
Yeah, being concerned.
Yeah. But he's never been this active before.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. He's usually been pretty chill. So no matter what's going on, actually, never really gets too worked up.
I will remind the party that Cindy is not conscious.
Yeah, we should probably try to.
Yeah, should I try and wake her up again with a sweet scent, or do you think we should try something else?
Do you have any way to like heal her too? I don't know.
I don't think so, unless Pokemon potions work on humans.
Yeah, I don't know about. We do have super potions. Is spray sending with a super potion?
Do you do that?
Such a waste. I don't know. Jed, we can try to just revive her for right now.
Okay. I can go for a sweet scent then.
Yeah, let's see if we can wake Cindy up.
Okay. Roll a medicine.
Cool. Okay. 21.
Ooh, that's quite good. Cindy is revitalized with half her HP.
Wait,
Not unconscious.
what happened?
Oh, a lot, honey. Yeah.
Where are we? Why is it so dark? My
Good
head
question.
hurts.
Yeah.
You remember the big scary dude, right?
Yeah, I think.
Well, he kind of chased us towards the bike path, so we ran onto the bike path, and then some weird person dressed all in black was like, "Hey, follow me," and then jumped into a portal, and we followed, and yeah, now we're here.
Cool. Love
Soul
it.
is kind of knocked out, so that was a struggle. But we
But
got
Soli
some
is like in a
natural-
Pokeball, right?
Right, yeah.
Do the boxes appear to have like openings? Like if I tried to find an opening on one?
Yeah, I won't make you roll for it. Some of them are like slightly taped, and some of them are just kind of flapped open. They're all cardboard boxes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So it wouldn't be like difficult to open, yeah.
Can I open one of them and see what's in it?
Yeah, roll a d4.
Okay. 3.
You are drawn to a particular box. It's a fairly large box. It's got some weight to it. You open it up, and there it is full of sphere objects.
Cool.
Shooting this place? Like, what's happening?
I was just curious what's in the boxes. I don't know. Should we take some?
I don't think we should. I'm a little concerned.
Yeah.
Should we open the door that's cracked slightly?
Yeah, maybe we should just leave.
I mean, there's just like a little. You said there was like a crack in a door or something.
Yeah, so there's a double door. You don't know the material, and along the bottom, like where it swings open,
it's definitely lit.
There's light filtering through, just daylight, or kind of
Yeah,
like
we can-
evening light.
Yeah. Okay. We can just approach that door. I think that's fine.
Okay, it is locked.
Okay. Great.
In fact, there's no handle on the inside.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. This isn't a.
Good thing we have somebody who can manhandle it.
Yeah, some big strong man with us.
I have a concern. This is It's not very OSHA certified. I think doors should be opening from the inside if possible, so people don't get locked in.
Okay,
We
we'll
can
file
address
that as
when we're
soon as we get out.
outside the door.
I think I will want to issue a formal complaint later.
Bean is still just kind of writhing, just not having a good time.
I mean, I kind of want to knock first. Like, is that so wrong? Like, instead of bashing the door in? I know
Okay.
it's in my motif, but like, maybe smashing stuff got us into a bad situation, and maybe we shouldn't keep smashing.
All right. Well, we can knock then.
It doesn't hurt to
I'll
knock. If
just
nothing
knock,
happens, then we
yeah.
can smash it.
Right. I just don't want to cause more trouble, considering I already caused enough trouble. Yeah, I'll give it a knock on the door.
Okay, you do that. Roll a perception.
Sure. 13?
Yeah, you knock on the door. You can tell immediately by placing your knuckles on it that this is a door that is made of like a metal alloy, like either aluminum or titanium or something. It's resonant, and if you feel like the sound falls away really quickly, but also as you knock and listen for a response, you don't hear one on the other side of the door, but you hear murmuring below you.
Don't love that. Digging.
You didn't quite roll high enough to make out words, but they sound kind of like there's at least two voices, and they're chatting a little heated about something, but not like yelling. But there's some drama.
I mean, we could yell out to them, but they sound a little preoccupied.
But we could just yell out to them.
Is there a trap door anywhere to like go down a floor?
You haven't necessarily searched. All you know is that there's a few boxes and there's a closed door.
Yeah.
All right. I would like to roll, what is it? Perception. I perceived a 19.
As far as you can tell, you're in like a 15 by 15 foot cube room that is concrete with a metal door. There are 4 cardboard boxes in this room, and it doesn't seem like anything else. But because you rolled so high, with the little bit of light in the room, you notice an insignia on the boxes. They all, on each side of the box, have a black circle with 3 yellow letters in it that are NRG.
Oh no!
Why
are we here?
So we can steal the stuff in the boxes.
Yeah, now I feel less bad about it.
And I think we also need to get out of here, so.
Nah.
Can I take one of the spheres from the box and like hold it up to the light of the door to see what it looks like?
Absolutely. You don't need to roll. It's a Pokeball.
Nice. Okay, well, hey guys. Oh wait, is this a bad idea? Can I try and open it?
Sure. You do
See
that?
if there's anything in it. Yes.
Okay. You do that. There's a flash of red light as a creature's form materializes. It's like a little plant that's got two little legs, and it looks up at you and goes, "Oh."
Oh!
Were these the stolen Pokeballs?
Probably.
I'm guessing.
This little plant is just looking at Elodie right now.
Hi.
Bean is squirming even more, and he's chirping kind of. He's like, "Meh, meh, meh." He's very upset.
Bean does not like this place.
Bean, what's happening?
Has Bean been here before? I mean, he's a baby. He was an egg,
Potentially, yeah.
so that's
Okay.
impossible because he
I
hatched
would think
in front
so,
of us.
But Bean is a little out there, as we know. So
True.
I say we take as many Pokeballs as we can carry.
Right. Take them where?
yeah.
To the police, so they can be returned to their
Nothing else?
owners.
Sure, but we have to leave.
Okay, yeah.
It is at this
I
point,
stuff as many as I can fit into my
Okay.
backpack.
as you're doing that, as you're going for the balls, you hear the sound from outside the door, potentially far outside the door. That sounds like a voice on a megaphone. You can't make out the words. It's too far away. It's too scrambled.
Don't think that's a good sign.
Not at all.
Are you trying? How many of you are repirating these Pokeballs? I was going to say if Cindy's trying to carry as many as she can, I would have her roll a d10 plus her strength stat. Strength mod. See how many she can carry.
Right. I don't want to be just caught with our pants down though, so I'm also like, maybe we should take some kind of smaller evidence rather than, and then if we find our way out, then we can go back. You know.
Okay, well, I'll take the, what is it, D10 plus my strength?
Yep.
My strength is minus.
Yep.
So, I got a 6.
Okay, you can carry 6 Pokeballs. So
Okay.
Cindy stuffs 6 Pokeballs about herself. They are kind of hard for her to carry because 1, she's tiny and scrawny, and 2, they are in my head canon. If there's a Pokemon in them, they're like a little bit bigger.
Yeah, they're not like shrunk.
Yeah, they can still shrink, but like by not as much. And they're
mean,
orbs.
should
Like carrying orbs is kind of tricky with your arms.
Yeah.
Do they not fit in my backpack?
Yeah, they do. I thought you were carrying them. You could.
She's
I was
trying
like, I said I
keep
stuffed
them.
as many as I could into my
Oh,
backpack.
what you currently have in there?
I don't know. Stuff.
Look at your inventory.
Yeah, like
A
I'm
4
pretty
tree
cool, bro.
ball, super potions, revives, repels, trainer ID and badge holder, some berries.
Okay, I'll let you double it. You can have 12 in there.
Okay.
You notice as you're pulling them out of the box and putting them in, they have all sorts of different patterns and colors on them, and they're all in different conditions. Some are very worn. Some of them look brand new.
I kind of want to go investigate this hard hat, to be honest.
Okay.
Curious about it. I'll walk over to there, pick
Sure.
it up.
Yeah, it's the same hard hat that you picked up in New Mauville that Mime Jr. was wearing.
Okay. So Mime Jr.'s not around, but he jumped with us, didn't he?
He did.
Where did he go?
We can't make noise. So
Oh, right.
we can't, even if we call him, like I did already,
Right.
we can't respond
He would probably like try and touch us or something.
if he's conscious, yes.
Oh, right. Yes.
We
The
jumped
possibility of
and took fall
unconscious.
damage. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Junior. Do you want a hug?
No response.
No
Oh,
hugs.
No hugs.
Oh man.
In addition to the light quarreling that is happening from voices beneath you, you hear the sound of footsteps on metal.
Uh-oh.
And that's below or outside?
That is below you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a concern. Now we either make a ruckus and they investigate and we hide. And that
That's what
gets
I'm
the door
thinking.
open.
Uh-huh. But then after that,
Or
what
we
happens?
break them. I don't know, but we're trapped in a room right now. So
I have half HP and don't have solely to do any flamethrower. Oh, I guess I could revive her.
do you have a revive?
According to my inventory, I have 2,
Oh. I mean, you
and I
could.
don't think I've used any yet. Okay.
How much soul
Wait.
or how much soul? How much HP does Sully have?
Sully has 40.
Okay, so you can either take 20 or you can roll 4d6 plus her con mod.
I think I'm going to take the 20.
Okay.
That's
You-
safer.
Sully is revived with half of her HP. She's doing all right.
Good.
You can tell as these voices are making footsteps that it sounds like they're getting closer. They're not super close, but their voices are also a little bit more clear. You can tell it is 2 people, a masculine voice and a feminine voice.
Do we recognize the feminine voice as the... Because haven't we encountered some Team Energy people before?
You have. You can roll a perception to see what you can get out of these voices.
Another 19. Let's go.
19.
Okay, yeah, you
Let's
got
go.
The quality of these voices you do not particularly recognize. They do kind of like remind you of like classic like ruffians, more or less. But they're having a conversation about something that does kind of ring a bell to you. As they're walking, you can hear the woman say, "They sent Rada? What? Why? Why would they do that?" The person says, "I don't know. Apparently there's some commotion. They're trying to get the triangulation all set up, and then apparently someone interfered, and now we're running late." He says, "That's ridiculous. You can't trust Rada with that kind of thing."
Rada is NRG.
We had a feeling.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
I'm
that's good though because
absolutely shocked. Yeah. Well, yeah, because then it makes our actions a little more justified
a little bit.
in retrospect. Like I know it's after the fact, so really reflecting on it, it was still very rash for me. But yeah, it ended up being a little bit more justified. I'm just concerned that if they are energy, then that like we're in a pretty vulnerable spot here.
Oh yes, we are very
Especially because
vulnerable.
we're kind of battered at the moment, and then having to deal with them in addition to that. And if they sent Rada and like did Rada come in on like some fucking helicopter, like, or did he just walk out?
He just walked in.
Yeah, because the issue then is that we're kind of local. Like, there's nothing stopping Rada from coming back, recognizing us, and beating the tar out of us.
True. I guess pretending to be a part of energy
we
is a
are.
possibility.
Okay, well, we have to dig through some more boxes then.
There might be uniforms.
Right.
True. Can we keep digging through boxes?
Yeah,
That's
roll a d4, or I mean, like you just open all the boxes. I don't know.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
4
Yes.
left,
Okay.
effectively, right?
Yeah. So one of them, the largest, is just full of Pokeballs.
Yeah.
One of them is full of like binders and like all sorts of paperwork. One of them is seemingly empty, and the other one is full of clothing.
Yo.
Clothing?
Can
Someone
we-
investigate the binders too? That's not.
If you guys
done
want to
before
take the
now, or-
clothing, I'll take the binders and look at that.
Yeah, we'll figure the
I
clothing
have
out.
investigation like proficiency.
Yeah.
So
You get to
I
add
Okay,
can
plus
yes.
3 to
investigate
that.
You wanna-
binders.
Yeah, you go for it then.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, me and Elodie will start
Oh,
with
oh
15.
no.
Oh,
I rolled a 6,
okay.
Okay.
but
Cindy, you
the
gotta read.
modifier no. Plus 2 plus so 9. I forgot how to read. It's fine.
It's definitely just like a bunch of paperwork. There's a lot of like big words that like Cindy might not necessarily recognize. The one that you pull out seems to be kind of investigatory in nature. It seems to be tracking something, and there's a bunch of photographs, and on the front and on the spine it says artifact 005.
All right, let's check out these uniforms.
Yeah, your hunch was correct. There are in fact uniforms. If you intend to smuggle them, you'll have to roll a d20 to see how well they fit.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'll definitely do that.
Yes,
Got a
definitely doing that.
17.
It's either comedy gold or perfection. So.
Okay, 17 is good. It fits perfectly fine.
Oh, sick. 18.
Also got a 17.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
an 18.
you guys are basically NRG grunts right now.
Let's
Oh
go.
It's so funny.
Great.
All
right.
As you changing clothes, Bean is freaking out.
Oh,
Oh.
So
Bean?
sorry, Bean.
Bean, are you all right?
Do you do anything with him?
Yeah, I pick him up. Honest.
So he was like tucked in your shirt, but you like hold him in your hands.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. He goes to bite you on your hand. He deals 1 damage. Make a dexterity save.
10.
Yeah, his nibble caught you by surprise. He definitely like didn't want to hurt you, but he was just like, "Hey, like, stop." So you drop him. He lands on the floor, and as he makes impact, his body just vanishes into the ground.
Oh my god.
So that's what happened to mime.
Oh my god! Like right in that spot.
A couple of seconds later, you can hear the door like jingling.
All right, guys, in uniform. Let's act like we got locked in here by accident because we were sorting things.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Pretend you're sorting, guys.
Yeah, just sorting through stuff.
The door swings open, and it's very, very, very bright. It seems like you were very high up in the sky, and there was no one standing in front of the door except for Bean.
What's going on?
What is happening?
It's not actually that bright, but just because you're in so much darkness, it was a little intense for you. It appears you are on the top of a tall building. You're on like a rooftop storage area.
Okay. And Bean opened the door for us?
Someone
So
opened the
what
door
does
for you.
You said it was Bean at the door, right?
Bean's at the door, yeah.
Hey,
Bean?
mime.
Bean, you okay?
Bean just looks at Gimli and gives himself a smile.
Oh, my boy.
I call for Mime Junior and hold the hard hat.
Okay. There was no response.
Oh,
I hold the hard hat anyway.
okay. I'm gonna approach.
I
the
put it
door
on.
and go see if I can pick up Bean again.
Yeah, you can pick up Bean. He's fine.
Okay. Hey, buddy, did you open the door?
So the doors are open. You can see very clearly where the room that you were in. And yeah, again, just looks like some random storage on the top of a building. You can look outside. You don't need to make any checks. You are clearly in Mauville. You're on the top of a large building in Mauville. You did not end up going too far. You can see the Champion May statue. It's just slightly to the northwest of you.
Okay.
And there is another big storage thing. And just straight like on the other side of the roof. To your left, there's a small little room with a window on it that looks like it's a staircase for the inside of the building. And then off to the side, there is like a fire escape.
I say we take the fire escape down. Because going through the building, probably not a good look.
I could agree. We are in uniform, but
We are in uniform though. Could be
I don't think we could keep the deception up long enough.
No, you're right.
You're right. We're very.
You're
stupid.
right. Well, we still have these though. Like we can come back later.
Yes.
Are we running them now as we descend the fire escape, or?
I think as a failsafe, that's good, just in case somebody does run into us.
Yeah.
Because we
They're
could
like,
say that the door to the stairs was locked and like
Yeah, we had to take the fire escape.
whether it was or not.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Yeah,
Okay.
Let's attempt to head down the fire escape.
You do that. It's just one of those really long, spirally staircases. You're on top of like probably one of the tallest buildings in Mauville. This is at least 30 stories high. The people on the ground look like ants. The megaphone sound is a lot more clear to you. You recognize it as the voice of Eleanor, the politician. She sounds a little more riled up than usual. She's giving some. You can't make out the words right now because it's windy, but she's sounding very passionate.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Let's get down.
So you are descending the fire escape?
Yep.
Okay, I do need stealth checks from all of you. I know you're in uniform, but you need stealth checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, Schmidt is walking out of the gym, heading towards the Pokemon Center.
That's probably where we're gonna go next. I think that's a good idea. Anyway, I rolled a 18 for stealth.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Okay.
I have 15.
Okay. As you're descending down this narrow fire escape, Elodie gives a little slight trip. And there's some people in an office wearing kind of formal looking clothes. And they look outside and see the three of you. And they're like, what's going on? You can't tell for sure what they're saying because it's behind glass. But they look a little confused and concerned. They're seeing some people in uniform descending the fire escape for no reason when they could just be going in the inside of the building. Very weird. You see them reach for a desk phone, but you can't hear what they're saying.
Oh no.
Well, I guess we keep going. We're already here.
Yeah, we gotta kind of.
We change back into normal outfits now that we see that there's not Team Energy people also inside the building.
You just see people in formal clothing.
They could be like administrative energy members.
Yeah. You just think every energy person just wears a uniform? We didn't even know Rado was NRG. He just had black.
He might have been like contracted by Energy because it seemed like he's not officially part of it, but it's like, why'd they send him? Like,
just to make it.
Oh, yeah, that too. That too.
Okay, look, I have a hoodie. I could put my hoodie over the NRG uniform and not.
Saying, this doesn't seem like a smart move to just change out of clothes for no reason. Just keep going.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You keep descending.
Okay.
Again, if this is like a 30-story skyscraper, you're probably about on the 20th floor. So as you're descending, and now you can hear the voice of Eleanor much more clearly. I also would like someone to make a perception check.
18.
Cool. There's a lot more people in Eleanor's audience, and she has someone on stage with her, but not a someone. They're a little too tall, a little too slender, and they move very strangely to be a person. You can hear what she's saying. She's saying, "The time has come. Enough is enough. We are going to take a stand for our great country of Hoenn." And all the people in the audience are like, yeah, woo. She says, "In just a couple of moments, I'll show you what a real leader looks like." And everyone's like, yeah, woo, yeah. They're loving it. They're eating it up.
I don't think I like this.
At the bottom of the building, so you came from the route south of Mauville, right? It's pretty clear that you're on the southern side of Mauville. Below your feet, you see lots of people in the same uniform as you running back and forth between the opening of this building and the route you were just on. There's like dozens of them.
Oh my god. Keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we gotta keep going.
You continue to descend. It is at this point that Schmidt is greeted by a messenger, and he receives a special note. You continue to descend, and you've made it onto the ground without anyone else noticing that you don't belong. However, because of where this placed you, you're kind of like on the side of the building in like kind of an alley.
Now's a good time to get changed into normal clothes to go to the Pokemon Center.
There are people running past the alley.
Yeah, there are literally people running around right now.
You could pull it off, but I'm just saying, like, you can do whatever you want, but like you're in an alley between two buildings. Because you were descending the fire escape, you had a good advantage, and you could see in town, you could see Eleanor's speech and everything, but now it's like kind of dark and sheltered. But at the opening of the alley, there are energy uniformed people running around, and they're just kind of shouting at each other, and they're trying to put out a fire, so to speak. It seems like.
Okay, ask them what they're doing.
Should we? Because if we don't look informed, I think we're gonna
stick out. Yeah. I say we kind of go to the Pokemon Center or something.
Well, they're like everyone's like shuffling about, like in the chaos. Can't we just like get through?
Yeah, we can probably like slip through.
That's what I'm saying. Like we can find out what's going on, but also like we need to get out of this general area, and then kind of from the outside in, kind of see. I guess unless we want to be like in the fray of this, but we're not in good shape.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe just stay on the fringes.
Okay. Do you attempt to cross this path of all of these energy grunts running around doing stuff?
I think we run along with them, just like kind of shouting directions and see what we can do. And
you're gonna blend in with them?
I think so.
Okay.
So kind of like, does anyone agree with that? Is that what we're?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Maybe not shout directions, just kind of like run. Kind of with,
like they're like shouting
towards the side,
look busy,
get out of the way.
Look busy, yeah. While we're
getting out of the alley, so that way, like, is fine.
Yeah, I'll give everyone will have to make a pretty generous deception check, stealth or deception. I don't know what's more appropriate. You're not really sneaking; you're trying to blend in. I would say deception.
12.
Okay.
Yeah, I also got a 12.
Okay. I got an 8.
Okay. Yeah. You all run into the path of all of these energy grunts running around, and they're running to the entrance of the building and back down to the route. The three of you don't seem to have as much gusto, or you're just not really acting like the rest of them. It is not clear that you're blending in. Everyone's saying, let's go, let's move. We're running out of time. And you're noticed by someone who is in uniform and has a black eye patch. And she says, get moving. What are the three of you doing? Come on. She points towards the route where you came from.
Guess we go towards the route.
Yeah, I guess we go that way.
Okay. You just turn and run?
Because I feel like once we get on the route, we could find, like, a place to get out of the way, put normal people clothes on, and come back.
Yeah, and also I do remember. I think that one the leader lady that we did run into had an eye patch, so this could be her. So I think we should try and like just follow her directions and get out of her way.
Okay.
Yeah, before she recognizes us.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. You run down, you follow the other energy grunts. As you're running, you hear the eye patch woman say, next time I expect a yes, ma'am. She doesn't chase you down, but she's a little upset that you didn't address her in such a way.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
As you're running, you can see that there is a familiar black dog who is barking at these grunts at the crux of where they turn left to head to the route. So you're at that point. You're at the southernmost part of Mauville. You can head down to the southern route. And there is a Mightyena who is barking literally at all these grunts who are running to go take care of something where you just were. You are running out of time to make a decision. So I'm going to put on a 30-second timer, and you guys got to figure this out because you're on the way. So starting now.
Yeah, on the way. Is there any space
Any
that
we can like duck into? Like,
Sure, you can attempt to like a stealth. So far, your stealths haven't been that great, but you'll have to do that without being noticed.
I'm just trying to I can't remember what
we
like.
can't think about that. We got to make a decision because we have at this point 10 seconds.
Yeah, 15.
Do we just run onto the route and then try to lose the crowd from there? Is the route wooded? What do we know about the route?
There's some woods, there's some berries. And
Okay.
that's 30 seconds. So what are you
Yeah.
doing?
We're going on the route.
You're running on the route.
Going on the route.
So you run towards the Mightyena who's barking kind of like encouragingly to all these grunts. And you turn left as the Mightyena is doing. As you are on the ground, you can see just how many freaking people are out in the center of Mauville. There's people who are like climbing up May's statue and everything. This is quite the moment. Something is being planned for right now. It is also at this moment that Schmidt has chosen to walk in a direction that he chose in our last session. He's moving in a certain direction. You make it onto the route and you see a little pile of crumpled up electronics. It seems to be whatever device that you interrupted the establishment of that Rada then destroyed. There's about 6 or so people who are grunts who are in the standard uniforms that you are, and they're to hurriedly construct a similar looking device. And then the majority of the grunts are heading to the entrance of the cycling road, and they're creating a barricade. On top of cycling road, you can see that there's no cyclists, no enthusiasts, but there is in fact Rada standing there with Agron looking around confused.
So he did go after us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we jumped then.
Yeah.
At this point, can we like kind of veer off into like a wooded area?
Yeah, you can try.
I'm just afraid to notice.
You're in a big group, so it's going to be tricky for you to not get noticed, but it's possible. You can definitely do it.
But like, also, where would we go from there? Like, we change back into normal clothes, and then we come out of the woods, and then someone's like, "Hey, look, there's normal people here," and then Rada recognizes us, and then we die.
Yeah. We're kind of in a bad spot.
Do we go sneak into the woods and then keep on going to Slateport? Is that the city below us?
It is the city below you.
Like, that's where the route leads to. Yeah, I think
the walking path is currently obstructed by just a line of Team Energy grunts, kind of like how it is in Pokemon games. They're like, you can't go through here. And Cycling Road, the door is like busted in an Agron-shaped hole, and Rada is up on Cycling Road. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that's what it looks like.
Yeah, this is not the way we go. Well, everyone's scrambling like back and forth, right? Like it wasn't just we ran one way. Like, what are we going to do? Scramble and go help the 6 energy grunts?
The people that are coming forth towards you all are all carrying things. And the people who are running back are empty-handed.
So we just run and grab something and then go into
run and carry things. Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to run back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like we probably need to go and grab something, right? We can't just run back.
I'm sorry.
Like,
It's
What are they-
I'm sorry. It's a bit of a mix. I'm sorry. Some of them are empty-handed when they're coming to and from. Everyone seems to be either carrying like nondescript containers or they're carrying like mechanical parts, like little satellite dishes or like little like tripod legs and stuff like that, because they're trying to reconstruct whatever was being set up here, but they're using it with really shoddy, like incomplete parts.
What if we go to where the thing is being constructed? We start taking stuff that looks important and we just take it away. Just a little disruption.
Is that advised? Rada's like right there.
Okay, no, you're right. That's not
Yeah, I
advised.
was like,
He's not in
would you-
earshot, but he's around. Sure.
Right, but he can move. Like
Yeah.
he's a big dude, but that man can move. All right. Like I am concerned. I don't want to mess with that guy again, and we just are inching closer to where he is.
So we could bring back like broken pieces.
I'm saying just like look for something broken, and we can collectively carry it and walk it back, and look like we're doing something, and get back into the city in the right direction.
Okay. Sure,
So
that works.
Yeah, can we like look around for parts that look like they're disheveled that people are grabbing? Because it looks like they're grabbing like scrap stuff, right, and bringing it back.
Mm-hmm. There's a
Does that have a
pile of
description?
electronics that Rada had destroyed that isn't fully cleared up yet. There's also a group of like 6 or so grunts that are huddled around their little makeshift contraption that has a satellite dish on it and it's pointing northwards.
So we're gonna grab like some of the scrap from what Rada's had and work our way back, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
You do that.
Okay.
You aren't going to need to make a check for that because it's a scrambled mess and everyone seems to be doing stuff like that. There's a lot of people. They're doing a lot of stuff. And as you're running back towards Mauville, you can hear Eleanor say, "That's right. The time is now. Our revolution. It's come. It's happening." And everyone's like, "Ah!" They're like so excited. And you run past the boss with the eye patch. She is kind of like watching this and she's speaking to her wrist and she's like, "No, we can't commit yet. We can't do this yet. Stop. We need to pause." And she's looking very frustrated and confused and concerned, and people are rushing. Everyone's rushing. Something, whatever their plan is not ready, apparently.
Right.
That also means Eleanor is involved with energy, or possibly.
Yeah, something like that. Like that's
Also, I did the right thing and destroyed the thing, and that's why they're delayed. Got 'em.
Oh, right. That's why they're not ready. Is because
Right,
the
they're
device.
not ready because the device isn't set up. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, so you're like at the door of this big building. You enter?
That.
Energy building?
Yeah, or where you came from. Your hands are full of broken pieces of metal.
And that's where all the grunts are going. None of them have gone any other direction.
The doors are wide open, and yeah, they're like ants.
Okay.
This is probably safer than what we were
But
doing.
Then how
what
do
if
we
there's
get
some
out
sort
of
of like
this loop?
identification? Yeah, and also, how do we get out of this loop?
Yeah, I don't know how to break this. 'Cause it's just
We now work for Team Energy. This is a pyramid scheme.
Oh yes, the good guys are now essentially the bad guys.
Hey, you broke it, you buy it with your labor.
As is foretold in the scrolls. Oh, we the baddies now. So there's like no other path. Like we're following them like ants, but there's no break point to veer away. Like, can we perceive anything around while we're carrying this stuff?
Yeah, you could roll a perception.
Yeah, sure. I just it's Lamau. Oh, yeah. Well, I rolled a 1, so I'm not perceiving anything.
Okay, yeah, you don't see shit. I think you could get something valuable about this. I will let someone follow up if they.
Oh no, I rolled a nat 1 for perception as well.
Oh my god! You
Oh
guys
my god,
are
guys.
worthless. You guys are
We
totally
are just
worthless.
ants.
I'm also an ant. Oh my god.
Yeah. You're just you're standing at the door being indecisive and looking around, and
no.
the energy boss is there, and
Oh, no.
she's not really occupied with you, but you hear one final phrase that sends a shiver down all of your spines. She says, "If we're not ready with this, a lot of people could get hurt."
Oh no.
Oh God. Oh, maybe we did do a bad thing.
I am going to start a different timer because I love timers because they add a lot of suspense. I'm going to start a timer for an amount of time that I'm not telling you, That is
Great.
between
Grace perceive.
2 and 8 minutes. And when that timer
Okay.
ends, something is going to happen.
Oh God.
Can I roll a perception? I think you
Yeah,
said
go for it. Why not?
Okay. That is an 18.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna send a picture. It's not a very like the shape I like a lot, but just ignore the aesthetics of it. In the voice text channel, this kind of like take this into your mind. What's going on here? So you're more or less the southern brick path is where you came from. Right to the right where those shrubs are, that's like the energy building. So you're in this corner, right? And you can tell with your perception, and like in the center, that's the May statue, and then the other paths lead to the rest of the city. At each of those crossroads, in the plus sign where it meets up with the courtyard, there is a similar device that Gimli / Rada ended up destroying, and it's fully constructed and ready to go. And they all point
I
towards
see.
the center of town.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So we've got two options. Help the construction of the one that's here in the case that people get hurt, or destroy the other ones. Or I guess third option is something else entirely.
I think we're knee deep into this, though. We got to see it through at this point.
Yeah, we have to do
We're on a
something.
timer. Yeah.
There's
Is
always
there
an
new
option you
parts
could do
around?
nothing, but
That's true.
Ask the
do
question
nothing
again.
is actually an option. Is there like? I mean, we brought back old pieces. They were hobbling something together, right? So, are there like new pieces that are getting distributed out, or everything's already built?
There most likely is because people are running out with fresh material, but it's inside the building.
Do we want to enter this building, or do you feel like it's too risky because we don't have identification? I don't think identification is their worry right now.
True. No, you're right. They seem
Like,
too.
Also,
too
how far
worried
into
it
the
doesn't
building
correctly.
do we need to go? Because it could just be like right inside the lobby where they're just like accepting parts and giving out new parts to run.
Yeah, like
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
maybe just enter the building real quick.
at this point, like we're already. There's no way we're getting to that top section where the new one is to like quote unquote escape. Like, there's like no reason for anyone will notice us moving out of position to do that at this point.
Right. Okay.
Because there's like no way for us to go outside of like basically into the building. at that point.
Alternatively, making a scene could pause whatever is going on here. Just as an aside, but maybe let's just try that plan first.
Sure, let's just go inside with the broken
Yeah.
part and see if we can get a new thing.
Okay, you do that. There's very clearly like an area where people are dropping off destroyed parts, and then there's an area where certain people are handing out new parts that need to be used for constructing this satellite triangulation thing.
Cool. So let's drop off the old part.
Okay,
Let's go to the desk to see if they have a new part and a destination for us to go to.
you are able to do it without problem because
Yeah.
of the hurried nature of everything. So all of you end up
Right.
with the new parts in your hands. They're funky little metal tubes. It looks like that like Cindy has the base of a platform and Gimli's carrying like a dish of some sort.
Can Cindy roll a perception to see if she recognizes any of the grunts as her parents?
Yeah, totally.
Parent check.
Oh my!
Parent check.
They are.
Parent check. Are you my dad?
You are my dad.
Hey,
You're my
hey.
dad.
Are you my dad?
We got a 15.
No.
I'm here with my dad,
No.
and I'm singing.
Even if they were, it's like pretty mess. It'd be hard to sort anyone out from the chaos. But
No.
Imagine that reunite like moment right now. Oh god.
Oh.
Dad? Is that you?
Schmidt is walking in his direction, and he surely passed by one of these devices. But that's probably what he's doing. There's not much time left on your timer. What are you doing?
Taking the new parts
When we
out?
when we
start
took the
taking
new
this-
parts, did they tell us where to put them?
Nope.
Do you want
Right.
to just go to the zone 3 where one's already built?
Like
Well, they know that
why
we're on
though?
our
Like, what
way.
would we do?
Well, I mean, it's a less crowded area because they're scrambling in this zone.
Like we could probably break away, I guess. Like they seem too
Are
frazzled
we
to
attempting
notice.
to build a satellite? Is that what we have all the parts? Like, right? Like, is that
As in
what's happening?
us?
Do we want to like build the satellite because we're scared of things getting destroyed, or are we going to try to escape with like the new stuff? Because I have a dish, you have a platform, we have some tubes. Like what do we want to do? Because we're running out of time. So we either commit to being energy grunts temporarily and building this thing because we're afraid of the ramifications of the device not being built, or we attempt to use this chaos to just like, and the fact we're carrying stuff to certain locations and we look busy to like get out, basically, or get into a different zone that's less in the middle of the chaos.
I'm slightly in favor of option 2, but I would accept
try
option
to.
1.
Yeah, so
I like the idea of option 2, where we try to.
So the way this was described in the garden, and correct me if I'm wrong, we are in the bottom right corner, basically, and that's our building, effectively, yeah.
So you want to go to the northern end?
Yes.
You will pass by the eastern end on the way. But I'm just saying, you can totally do that.
Oh, well, so the south end is where the entrance is, correct? Like to the route. That's what
Yes.
you're saying?
But there's
So
a
I
think we're
similar...
trying to go to the eastern one.
I was saying we're going north to the eastern.
Oh, yes. That's the closest one.
Yeah.
And that's the side of town that leads towards like your stronghold and Mount Pyre and Fortree City.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah, you head over in that direction. You're kind of running away from the commotion of Eleanor's speech, and no one seems to be concerned with your movement in that direction because you're in uniform and you have stuff that seems important.
Yep.
And that's pretty much when the timer ends. Eleanor gives one last great, like, the time is now. Witness our fearless new leader. And there is like a deep sci-fi-ish like rumble from all over the town, and everyone kind of gasps and goes quiet. It kind of feels like an earthquake. All of a sudden, in the center of town, above the statue of May, there's a big blackish purple vortex that just opens just for a split second.
Oh no!
And then it closes, and then it reopens, and it's full of fire. Just like explosions.
Ow.
And smoke. And then emerging from it is a big old Zeppelin. And next to the Zeppelin, there is what may look to some of you entertainment fans as like a Gundam. It's not truly a Gundam, but there is a person-shaped looking robot with parts of flesh exposed that kind of doesn't really look like a person, but it kind of does look like a person.
Holy crap.
On this
This is the metal thing.
We are now a mecha anime.
This is yeah, we went from Pokemon to a mech anime, and I'm kind of here for it.
On this blimp, there's a big old black and yellow symbol that says NRG. And again, floating alongside it, which is like dwarfed in comparison to the blimp, is like a human-looking thing that's covered in metal armaments. And Eleanor says, "Now, witness Team Neo Rocket Galactic," as the figure who's floating around by the blimp descends towards the statue of May, and people turn around and face it. The thing that you ran to, the component, the triangulation device, it caught fire. It's smoking. It is not doing well.
Oh no.
And you can see that in the other corners are also little fires. And everyone in Mauville has their attention turned towards the center of town where the May statue is. As the portal of fire closes, you get a bad feeling that something did not properly happen here. And like, who knows where this fire is, but it's not great. The figure that's humanoid looking and floating next to the blimp stretches out a hand. As he outstretches a hand, he slices it in a direction, and through nothing, almost as if he was holding like a giant sword, he cuts down the statue of May in half, and marble crashes onto the ground in the courtyard.
Oh my god.
The Eleanor she's done a very stupid anime Pokemon iconic thing where she's let her hair down, and all of a sudden it looks like she's like wearing eyeshadow, and like she like took off her like formal looking jacket, and now like pretty much just looks like an energy outfit. Like she looks like an admin. Yeah. And she runs up to the center, and she says, "Our new organization will use our great power and our great technology to bring peace to the region of Hoenn and all regions across the world." And this gets mixed reviews from the audience. A lot of people are still hyped up. They're like, "Whoa, I can't believe what I just saw. This is so cool." And others are just like, "Hold on, like this is like too much." Like I was upset,
This is
but
the
like
same group that caused
yeah.
the terrorist attack that May said nothing about.
it seems like they're preparing to say a bunch of words to the citizens of the capital city in Hoenn. What is your plan here? Before I dive too into their actions, I want to know what you guys want to do, because this is kind of important.
We slip away and go to the Pokemon Center, like, please.
Like, I want to know what happens. Like, what's This seems kind of pressing.
This is kind of important right now.
Like, but like Pokemon Center though, and I'm like, but like,
However,
there's a lot of plot happening right now.
All the grunts who are running around trying to get this thing set up, they've stopped. They're all like watching the spectacle. A lot of them are cheering and applauding because they knew that this was coming for a while. And the boss who was like ordering the grunts to go fix the machine, she walks forward towards the center of the courtyard, as does Eleanor the politician, and she reveals herself as not Eleanor, the loyal figure representative for Phoebe, but her name is in fact Enyo, and she is joined alongside her pale, glowing, humanoid-looking Pokemon that looks very serene.
wait, so like she was not actually in Phoebe's cabinet, or she was and now she's like evil?
Perhaps double agent business. She definitely
Right. Okay, that's what I figured.
She's a politician, but she might have
Right.
her interests elsewhere as well.
Yeah. Okay. Just clarifying that.
Also, from the south comes another individual, one who you're very familiar with. Someone decided to stop looking for you and join their boss. It's Rada and Agron. They're running up towards the courtyard. Enyo says, with our great power and technology, we will bring unity, all you citizens. We make one simple request. You comply or be destroyed.
What?
Okay.
And a lot of at this point a lot of the residents are like, oh no, like they're freaking out. A couple people, like they're just mixed amongst the crowd. You see people are opening Pokeballs and they're trying to make a stand. You see someone jump on the back of a large buggish looking dragon, and it starts flapping its wings, and a sandstorm begins to whip up. And you hear the voice. You can't hear them very well because they're not amplified, but they're like, it sounds like they're saying like, we won't have this. This is evil, something like that. There's someone who has like a big martial arts looking chicken, and they just start charging towards the center of the courtyard.
Viva la revolution!
Any actions from you guys?
I don't know what to do.
Does Schmidt see this?
Where are the police?
Schmidt definitely sees this.
I think Schmidt's gonna jump in on the action.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is Schmidt gonna
If
do?
he sees the like Pokemon coming out and
Yeah.
like for the fight, he's gonna jump in.
Okay. Thank you so much for listening to the most suspenseful session of Dunsparce and Drampa so far. We are so grateful to those of you who have stuck with us for almost 20 sessions now. We are especially grateful to those of you who are able to support us financially on Patreon, including our newest patron, T. Dr. Tree. Thanks to contributors like them, we are able to complete projects that enhance the show, such as bonus audio content and a soon-to-be-revealed merch line on redbubble.com. For the link to our Patreon and all of our social media, please visit our Linktree page at linktr.ee/Dunsparce. We hope you'll join us for the next release on Tuesday.
Fucking galactic. Holy crap.
Yeah, they needed to workshop that name a little bit more.
It's like, did they sit around a board and like, we're gonna be Team Rocket and Galactic put together.
But Neo means new.
I know, yeah, like they're obviously a new
Rocket
fusion.
Galactic.
I like how this is what we're focusing on.
You heard a Tex-Mex. How about Rocket Galactic? This is so sick.
Oh my god.
I would watch this show.
I wasn't ready for this.
This is so dark.
We're recording the show right now.
I know. Yeah.